Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nara and here we're discussing all things astrology, spirituality, and psychology. And this video is about Scorpio or Pluto in the 7th house of your chart. So if you don't know your personal planetary placements, your rising moon sign, then you do need to know your time of birth. And you might want to go online and Google astro.com. Go under free horoscopes under the rising sign. I think it's called like ascendant, right? Run your chart and find out your placements. But if you do know your placements and happen to have a Scorpio or Pluto in the 7th house of Libra's house, the 7th house of your chart, then welcome to this video. 7th house naturally belongs to the zodiac sign of Libra. And Libra is all about balance, harmony, beauty, because it's ruled by Venus, and harmony in relationships. She is the judge, okay, in our life. She is the one that who balances relationship out, so that no one in a relationship is taking more powerful role than the other or disrespects, which disturbs the balance, right? So Libra is creating a balance, so that's the 7th house. And also 7th house, always the placement of the 7th house shows us the qualities of ourselves that we repressed as kids, and then unconsciously we meet people. Universe sends us people, romantic relationship partners, okay, that will basically show us that quality that we repressed as a way to remind us and make us aware that this was repressed and you need to bring it to light. Otherwise, you're gonna be in dysfunctional relationships. So 7th house period is your karmic lesson, purpose to understand yourself. Let me talk about the Scorpio in the 7th house. So you guys are very jealous. This placement is addicted to jealousy in relationships. Also, trust issues, big time, not trusting your partners, always feeling that your partner is going to betray you, actually expecting the betrayal, you know, because that's the deepest fear, right? That's the repressed emotion. The inability to accept the fact that a person, you know, might need space or has his own power, like willpower, right? Scorpio and the 7s don't realize that. They may latch onto relationships and not being able to let go because, again, it's Pluto energy and Scorpio is a fixed sign, right? So they fixate on things long term, right? It's not cardinal that forgets, right? Which is Aries and Libra. It's Scorpio is a fixed sign, fixating, you know, to a point where like it's self-destructive, emotionally speaking, okay? Displacement, like I said again, right? You guys might have, you know, been betrayed in some way in childhood, and you realize that this feeling of getting betrayed by other people is so painful, so that you repress that emotion inside of yourself and you're actively trying to fight it by coming up with a defense mechanism, which is what? Fight or flight, trying to control your entire life. Who is in your life? What are they doing? Stalking them in a way, you know, I mean, it can take many forms. Don't take all of this. I mean, just take whatever applies. But they usually, you know, very, very like on high alert towards their partners so that they don't miss anything. They're detectives, okay? They expect being betrayed and they try to control the situation so that they don't miss the signs. The disaster, even though, you know, the defense mechanism, also a controlling mechanism, right? It's a fight or flight, saying that I will psychologically overpower this person and I will get into, like, I will learn psychological tricks where I can dominate emotionally, psychologically, and mentally a person so that, you know, betrayal doesn't take place, the cheating doesn't take place. But in doing so, they actually attract cheating, betrayal, and trust issues even more. I know one person from my personal experience, a guy who had this placement, and he literally just destroyed himself because of these feelings. You know, I wasn't able to work with that. constantly expecting you to be a bad person and doing something behind their back and coming to you and accusing you of things, trying to show dominance in the way they approach you, like calling you out in a dominant way and not accepting what you have to say. That's very much Scorpio. And well, guess what? That person drove me away from himself because of that fear of betrayal and not being honest and whatever. And yeah, and then see that he was trying to avoid that, but he actually attracted it. So this placement is that, you know, you guys with this placement might be trying actively to avoid not getting hurt, but actually in doing so, you're getting hurt. You're actually like building a path onto the things that your partner will do so that it hurts you, like whatever you were trying to avoid. So with this placement, you gotta let go. You gotta let go. You have to. You have to understand that you attracted this person that activated those unconscious fears of betrayal and trust issues so that you actually dig deeper into that emotion, trauma of yourself that you have, and understand why you have it. Is it something to do with a person, or is it something to do based on your life experiences or your personal trauma? Like, are you going to reject, like, psychologically manipulate and overpower a person? So remember, seventh house is harmony, balance. Having Pluto or Scorpio in this house, it's extreme ways. There's no balance, you understand? So you're not working with the energy of the seventh house. It's not a good placement. Okay, let me just say, put it this way. Scorpio in the seventh is Scorpio doesn't feel comfortable in Libra's house, because Libra is all about harmony, and Scorpio is the opposite of that. Okay, you know, so for this placement, right, very important to realize self-worth without anybody's attention is very important with this placement. Very important, because if you don't realize, don't feel whole and complete on your own, universe triggers situations, your behavior, and attracts people onto your life, okay, that will show you that repressed emotion, so that come to light, and that you make a sense of everything, dig deep, right, detect all past experiences and come up with a new structure, the way you view relationship, transform you. Is Pluto, right? Pluto is transformational. It's to transform through relationship based on the lessons you got from painful experiences in dealing with other people. Okay, it's not only romantic relationship, okay, it's also other people. It's also a social house. Remember, it's an air sign. It's a Libra's house. Okay, so if you're not whole and complete, then the universe will trigger situations that will make you question yourself and eventually, you know, get on the path of self-love, so that you discover your self-worth by being hurt, and then digging deep, and then bringing that to light and transforming how you see it, and then transforming your future approach in relationships so that doesn't happen. So you need to learn a lesson, right? But what people usually do with this placement, they think that other people are bad, that it's their mistake for that, and they don't want to change, okay? And then they just keep repeating. Like I said, I dealt with a man with this placement, and it's really, really sad that this person does not believe in love. And this person loves me, for instance, but they can't ever trust, right? So therefore I wasn't able to talk to them anymore. And yeah, it's sad that all they have is sexual connections, because they can't trust people, you understand? Like only casual things, or using other people, or manipulating, okay? Because true love is something they're scared of because it puts them in a vulnerable position, right? They can't handle this placement. Okay, seventh house is very important in everybody's chart. So whatever zodiac sign or planet you have in the house, you'll have to learn the lessons of that planet and zodiac sign, okay? By trusting people. And also this placement might mean that these people know that they are really bad. You know, they can cheat, they can betray, they can do all the bad things. And therefore, if they're like that, they might be suspicious of their partner being the same way, and trying to control them, like through their phone, or manipulate them in some way, you know, like passive aggressive behavior. Basically, relationships with this placement is your guru, is something to take as a spiritual lesson in this incarnation. Because if you don't, then you'll never be fulfilled in relationships and will never understand your assignment. Okay, so yeah, please let me know, guys, if this video resonates with you. But if it doesn't, I would love to hear your interpretations. And thank you all very much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.